Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is our full playthrough for TWICE REBORN, a vampire visual novel. So as you can probably guess, this game is about vampires. Look here on this title screen. Got a chap with a stake, got someone with a funny mask, got a lovely looking girl with a purple ribbon in her hair. Very nice. And look at this font, TWICE REBORN. Yes, very nice. This could be good. It could also be utter garbage. Let's play and find out, shall we? So, like I said, visual novel, so I'm not expecting a lot of gameplay. New Year's Eve, 1999. Hello there. That's a hell of a nose you've got on you.
That'll be $3.49.
Oh, so they're only going to voice some of the dialogue and not any of this garbage. God damn it. Right, guess I'll have to take over. He squinted his black, lined eyes, which didn't place the money on the counter. Shaking her head, her large hoop earrings jangled.
It's getting expensive here.
Demian sighed and looked at the clock. 30 more minutes until his shift ended.
We have the VHS version. It's cheaper.
I'm sure. If I wanted a VHS, I would have gotten one, pendejo.
Rolling her eyes, she paid and swiped the rental from the counter before striding away. Nice striding. Finally, he was alone. 30 minutes into the next millennium. Maybe if he was lucky, Y2K, the blackout from all computers would shut down the damn place. Based on how the news was reporting, everyone expected it. It was always the same work of stacking shelves and checking out customers. He missed when he had time just for himself. Checking out customers? Does that mean he's looking them over? This was one of the few businesses in town open late, so they always had the misfits, the stragglers, the late-night date crowds, but the rest of the small town was quiet. He couldn't care less. His life wasn't going to change in 15 minutes. Nothing new happened in this town. It was 3 years ago since he graduated high school, and he still had the same job. Pressing play on his CD player, he flipped open a guitar magazine he kept next to the register. His mind wandered, and he thought about pornographic films. The door chimed, and a tall man walked in. Demian recognized him on sight, another loner like him. Ricky came to town months ago. Demian sometimes joined this wanderer for a cigarette after work because he had nothing better to do. And he was bored of masturbating. Even that night, Ricky wore an outfit that looked like he stepped from a Creaser movie. Demian never understood his obsession with vintage goods. Ricky was a little odd, but so was he.
Happy Millennium. Are you gonna watch the fireworks?
Nah, I'm heading out. It's time for me to be leaving. Happy 2000, man.
Demian's stomach sank. Ricky was planning to move on to the next place. I'd been talking about it for days.
Where are you going?
I'm skipping this Loserville. Wanted to stop and say goodbye.
Right, you still haven't told him where you're going?
Call me when you get to the next stop.
Like, you still haven't told him where you're going? A grin stretched Ricky's face.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to keep in touch. Life's too short to stay in one place. There's a fresh 1,000 years waiting out there. Gotta experience it. I know. Let's do something to celebrate. No one's gonna come in this late. It's good timing.
I can't go smoke if that's what you're thinking. Shift's almost up, and I have a date with Chenchu.
I was thinking of getting something to eat.
Okay.
The only place that's open tonight is the Chinese restaurant on Main Street.
Which will be something to eat, wouldn't it? Ricky's usual I don't give a shit grin was gone as he walked up to the counter. Damien felt a chill.
Wants Chinese. I have something extra fresh in mind.
Wait, what?
What? Oh! Sharp teeth broke Damien's flesh. His body slammed into a cabinet. Damien punched Ricky in the side. As he pulled back for a second punch, his arm was grabbed by Ricky. Fingers bruised Damien as his arms were forced to his side. Ricky bits again.
Let go, you freak! What are you?
Isn't it obvious? He's a man who likes biting people. Ricky's eyes shone with an eerie light. He pulled away from Damien. His crimson-stained lips formed a grotesque smile as he bitterly laughed.
No, man. You'll understand soon.
Ricky's breath reeked of copper. Damien winced as he was dropped to the floor with a thud. Ricky laughed as he left the video store, his soft words echoing in Damien's mind.
To the new millennium.
Right, so clearly, Damien is going to be turned into a vampire here, I think. Falling New Year's balloons danced on the video store's waters as another time zone celebrated Y2K. A newscaster proudly broadcasted that the massive computer crash that was expected hadn't happened anywhere in the world. No shit, Sherlock. People celebrated the new day and danced in the streets, but it was quiet in videos and games to go. The door swung open and a cute teen wearing a short skirt entered the store.
Damien?
Oh, there she is.
Where are you? You were late picking me up.
After a glance to the counter, she knew no one was there. Zenzu became distracted as her eyes scanned the colourful rows of neat shelved movie boxes. Browsing a section, she picked up a film title from the shelf before returning it. Debbie Does Dallas. It was too quiet. As much as Damien hated his job, he would never leave the lights on and the entrance unlocked. He better haven't forgotten about their date. Maybe he's listening to music again. She walked between the shelves, looking down the aisles for her boyfriend. She crossed empty space after empty space. She walked towards the register. Damien's magazine and his CD player was out on the counter, but he was nowhere nearby. A metallic scent teased the air. Her shoes squished down into the carpet. With a frown, she looked down. Large spots of blood stained the carpet around her toes. Toes? She not got any shoes on? She screamed, which she just did. Tiptoeing through the blood, she stepped around the counter and prayed her boyfriend wasn't dead.
Damien!
No one was there. Her heart pounded. What if the attacker was still inside? She ran to the front of the store. She reached for the doors, but they were locked. God damn it, don't you hate it when that happens? She pulled against them, pounded her small fists against the glass.
Help! Somebody!
Her hand shook as she pulled out her flip-open keypad cell phone to call 911. A calm voice came from behind her.
I'm right here.
Oh dear. Two arms grabbed her from behind. Zenzu dropped her phone on the floor. A sharp pain came as she felt her life fading away. What? What? So he gets turned into a bloody vampire and the first thing he does is decide to bite his fucking girlfriend? What a freaking gentleman he is. What a charmer. She's lucky to have him. Oh, he muttered as he ran with his collared shirt hat tucked and his hair half brushed. Mark tore a bite from a bagel before stuffing it in his mouth. The bells of St. George's University echoed and Mark cursed. Picking up his pace, he waved to the groundsman as he turned a corner and nearly crashed into one of the Catholic institution's blue-robed monks. He shook his head in quiet disapproval.
Sorry, Brother Luke. I'll see you later in French.
What? Mark held up his hands in apology, sidestepped him, and entered into the history building. With a strong stride, he approached the double doors of the auditorium. He paused. Behind those heavy doors was Professor Mickelson's Ancient Civilizations class, filled with 500 underclassmen. A glance to his watch told him that he was 10 minutes late. He finished chewing his bite of bagel, took a deep breath, and opened the door. To witness nothing. No, to witness this geek. Professor Steve Mickelson looked up from the lectern. I don't see a lectern. And narrowed his eyes at his teaching assistant. Without missing a beat in his lesson, his booming voice continued about the advancements of ancient Roman housing, which were appalling. Mark didn't miss the look. His dew-covered canvas shoes squeaked as he slumped low into one of the empty aisle seats. Mark didn't miss... Oh, shit. I read that bit. A sweet voice whispered at his side.
You're late again.
I don't think I'm going to have time to read all the bloody things and make fun of it. So, I'm going to make fun of it. Look at what she's wearing. This pig sweater. Touchscreen laptop in the year 2000? Are you kidding me? I don't think those existed. See? Even he's noticed a sweater. This silence is very awkward. Couldn't we have at least a bit of music in the background, you know? Bit of jazz, bit of do 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 do. I know that's not jazz, but
I wouldn't lose. A knight always defeats the dragon.
Okay.
Mark, ever heard of wiping your feet?
I'm sure he has heard of wiping his feet. Probably read it in a book somewhere. Nicely color coordinated with the color brown, I must say. Very nice. Brown waistcoat, brown jacket, brown bow tie, brown hair, brown eyes. This man is very brown. Surprising his surname isn't Brown. Professor Brown, wearing brown. But no, his name is Professor Mickelson, as the game is constantly going to... I say game. It brings up the conversation. Are visual novels games? Are they? I suppose they are. You hit a couple of buttons and you make choices and other things. So, yes, must be a game. There wouldn't be a touchscreen in the year 2000. This game is unrealistic.
Yeah, sounds good.
Try to sound a bit more enthusiastic.
That concludes our section on ancient Roman housing. Make sure you...
Oh, it speaks.
Oh, and Mr. Mark Delaware, I will speak with you after class.
Sexy? Let's not get carried away here, right? He's only sexy to people who like the color brown. Maybe lots of people like the color brown. I'm more a color red man myself. Maybe color light blue.
Sir?
You really have to
Mark,
tell us
4
he
years ago,
paused.
you were the only freshman out of 5 students who got an A in my largest class. By some miracle, you're still on the dean's list. Yet your timeliness has not improved since the day you enrolled.
Sorry, just see if I can speed up this, speed up the auto thing. Right, there we go. Back to game.
Come with me. We
Continue!
must speak. I know you don't have class with Brother Luke today until 10, so we should have some time.
Some time for what? What's going on, Professor? What are we doing? You're not going to touch my bum again, are you? Well, it depends what we're going to be doing. Nothing wrong with being a nerd. I myself am a nerd. And I'm amazing. So nothing wrong with being a nerd. They really need music in the back of this. No, I said music, not the sound of someone walking on bloody blood. Where did this crucifix come from? Wasn't there before? Yeah, we need some music. Dum, 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 dum. Or something. I don't know. There we go. There's some music there. Just in time. Oh look, he's keeping to the shades. In a game that's all about vampires. Oh my, what a coincidence. Oh, could this professor be a vampire, perhaps? I'm not sure. Maybe he is. Oh, look, curtains that block out sunlight. Could the professor be a vampire? I wonder. I wonder. I like the way I said that, so let's say it again. I wonder. Alright, come on, get on with it. I'm getting bored now. Let's have something happen. Come on. Throw in a sex scene or something. Throw in a sex scene with QTE prompts. Come on. Make something move in this environment here. I'm staring at a static drawing, essentially. You could have shown the file fluttering to the floor, you lazy game developer bastards. They need music. This is...
How are the students in your study session? Is everything going all right? What are they asking the most?
Why you wear so much brown, mostly?
They're doing well. A quarter doesn't show, but I don't blame them. It's not like attendance is required.
In class? No, I think attendance is
They
required.
should show and attend to their grades.
There were some questions about the ancient Roman trade routes from the last lecture.
Yes, I wasn't able to go over that very well. We ran out of time.
And whose fault was that, Professor? Probably yours, because you prepare
I was able
these
to explain it.
lectures ahead of time.
They understood.
You need to get on
I hope so.
get a grip of
They
your
asked
time
me
management,
questions after
Professor.
class.
That's what you need to do. Oh, come on. Let's have something happen. That thing was okay. There was some action
We're
there.
graduating this semester. Are you ready?
Ready for what? To graduate or for you to touch my bum? Because I'm not sure what's happening here. Why am I in my professor's private chambers? This can only mean one thing. He wants to show me his collection of Barbie dolls. Who are also all wearing brown outfits like he is.
I want you to meet the Society of the Arts before you walk. We will meet this Friday at 5 o'clock.
So soon? I thought we'd meet after graduation. I have a date with Jody this Friday.
Who? Oh, the blonde wearing blue that we saw in the last scene. Right.
Cancel it.
What? You're not my sugar daddy, Professor. I don't just cancel things because you tell
You're
me
not in
to.
love with her, right? You told me yourself that she was just a friend.
Why are we talking about my relationships with my professor?
I made sure that the whole society was going to be at this meeting. And not everyone consistently arrives to their functions, as you showed us well this morning.
No thanks.
No thanks. I'll find work elsewhere.
Yes. I don't want us to have to share a hotel room again. You remember what happened last time where you stole all the covers in the middle of the night, Professor? Bizarrely, the covers themselves were also brown. So that's probably why you stole them. Your obsession with the color brown, Professor. It's becoming an addiction.
Hands off, they said. They had plans for you, they said. Why does everyone get to have fun, and I don't?
Who are you?
Listen to me, Bill Paxton in the Terminator.
Somebody wants your fresh blood.
Oh, look, he's a vampire. As well as being Bill Paxton in the Terminator. Wow. Dead End 1. What just happened? Are you taking the piss? What just happened? Game over? Are you that was an ending? Are you taking the piss? You're taking the piss. You're taking the absolute piss. Wait a minute. I'm just looking at the screen here. If this professor is a vampire, as I believe he is, why is he holding a steak? And look, the steak's brown. He is obsessed with the color brown. Jesus, what just dead? What? Why am I dead? Why do these extra symbols not tell me what they are? No, I don't want to know who made the bloody game. Right, well, I guess we have to go in. Wait a minute. Let's put it on the option bar. Unseen text. Right. Back to menu. Right. Start. Jesus. Skip. Let's try this one. The same shit happens. Right, let's accept the job interview this time, see what happens.
Fine.
Just fine. Once you meet these people, your life will change forever. You're great with languages, Mark. You've successfully...
And by the way, Professor, I don't want to alarm you, but I think there's a bloody vampire outside that's cosplaying as Bill Paxton from the Terminator. You might not like him very much because he's got blue hair and not brown.
I really appreciate the opportunity. I'll reschedule my date.
I figured you would. Now, get going. Go outside and enjoy some sunshine before your next class.
It's the middle of the night. It just showed it. Slapping Mark on the arse. No, slapping Mark on the back. Damn it! I was so certain he wanted to touch my bum. Then we could have sued him for harassment. Damn it! Could have had a lot of money from that. Look! Freaking moon's up! Go outside and get some sunshine. Look at it! Oh, this is a new bit. Piece of Totty here. Hello, Totty. My name's OCG. How are you doing? Something tells me she's going to get bitten on the arse here. Don't ask me why. I just have a sixth sense for these kinds of things. I can always sense when someone's about to be bit on the arse. It happened last week. I was walking down the street. I saw a dog tied up outside a store. Cute little thing. But as I was approaching the dog, I thought to myself, OCG, old chap. I think that dog's going to bite you in the arse when you walk past it. And lo and behold, it did. I needed 3 tetanus shots. Not 1, not 2, 3. 3 tetanus shots. Can you believe that? Oh, look, it's Bill Paxton from the Terminator again. Hello, Bill Paxton from the Terminator again.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
That's okay with me. A little fear gets the blood pumping faster.
These voice actors are dreadful. Dreadful. Oh, bit of music. That's what I've been asking for in the background. Well, that silence was starting to annoy me. Oh my. What do you mean she opened her mouth to scream? She just did scream. I just bloody heard it. Look at his face. Face only a mother could love. She doesn't look very bothered by the fact he just attacked her. She's kind of bored, actually. Can we just get on with it, dudes? Can you just bite me or whatever? Oh no! I've got blood coming out of me. Oh no! I'm so bored. I'm bored as well with this bloody game. Come on. Needs to be a bit more exciting than this. Yes, yes, yes. Sucking her blood. Get on with it.
Little mouse.
She's not a mouse.
Bird told us that you were spilling secrets.
Never seen a mouse that attractive.
I don't mind fun in our club, but what happens there stays there.
Oh, it's kind of like Vegas, but for vampires. I see. How many drawers does he need? Look, he's got two drawers under his bed. He's got a chest of drawers, and then next to the bloody bed's a filing cabinet of some description. How much shit does he have? Wait a minute, what's that on top of that alarm clock in the background? Is that a sex toy of some description? My god, the developers of this game are perverted. Why would you put that in your game? Is it a sex toy? I shall have to zoom in for clarification. I can't zoom on this bloody thing. Let's just assume it is a sex toy of some description. Dreams of Judy? Who the hell's Judy?
Glad you jerks are back, but I need to sleep! Sorry, Mark.
Bored now.
What happened there?
What's this waistcoat thing he's got on? Is that camouflage? Is he trying to hide? Don't think he's going to do very well.
Maybe you should have it checked out.
Look, his belt isn't even buckled up properly.
The RA said you've been asking where we were. Are you worried about us? Don't be. We're just having some fun.
We've been turned into vampires, dude.
So what were you up to?
Like I just said, we've been turned into vampires,
I
dude.
thought you were too busy with graduation. You're working for that hard ass, right?
How do you know his ass is hard? Have you felt it personally?
Yeah, I still work for Professor Mickelson.
Also known as Professor Brown, who wears too much brown.
He's just someone who's giving me work.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. How the hell are we?
Did you hear about the murder last night?
Yes, I did hear about the murder last night. In fact, I played through that very scene.
No. What did you hear?
Yeah, they're obviously vampires. Don't try and pull the wool over my eyes, game. I've got this all bloody figured out. Look, he's got an earring. He's obviously a vampire.
Police are wondering if we have a serial killer.
This other guy with the cloud hairstyle from Final Fantasy VII. He's also a vampire. Can't even do his belt up.
Here. We all need a change. I know. Let's go on a road trip during spring break. Get away from cranky professors and all this death talk.
What? Someone gets murdered, you want to go on a road trip? Alright.
Sounds like a plan. I'll be off then.
No, we're not going now. I'll be going now on the road trip.
I have nothing better to do with my life anyway.
Except for eat people. Okay.
So, you're vying?
Oh, that's a sexy voice you got, miss. Very good, Mr. Holmes. If you watched my review for Hogwarts, you know that I highly approve. What is this goddamn music? And I was asking for music earlier, but I meant I wanted good music in the background, not this trash. I'd get on with it, come on. We're on a date, aren't we? When are we going to get to the first base? I don't know. Why would you stare at a blouse? It's not that nice a blouse. I've seen better blouses worn by old women. Pale shirt flowed with her curves? What is this, some kind of romance novel? Don't get too excited, Judy. I just picked the option to ask about you. I don't really want to talk about you. I'd rather talk about myself, but you know.
Oh, I didn't even notice them. Yep, I've been working with oils, and right now we're painting still life. I've come a long way since we were in art.
Painting still life is code for we're painting naked people. Painting naked people. They just like to call it still life to make it sound arty, but it's actually painting naked people. Usually old people with their wangers and their breasticles out. And Mr. Holmes has felt it was appropriate to remind me that werewolves eat people and vampires drink people. Which is a fact. This is true.
I'm not sure. I didn't know her, but it all happened so close to us. It could have happened to anyone.
It could have happened to you.
No, I won't be scared.
Okay.
No, you shouldn't be.
I mean, after all, there's just a couple of vampires running around our campus, you know, who attacked a woman last night. Quite an attractive woman, but you shouldn't be scared, Judy. No, they're not going to want to suck on you.
Why you wanted to meet sooner? Because you're worried about me?
No, I wanted to meet sooner because I'm hoping we can go from first base to second base to third base to fourth base to fifth base to sixth base to seventh base to all the bases.
But we also can't make this Friday. Professor Mickelson set up an interview with the Society of the Arts.
You know Professor Mickelson, the chap who likes to wear a lot of brown.
What to do with you? You gave up sketching.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I agree. It was a great review.
The Society considers language and art. They've been looking for a translator for art deals. If they like me, I get a job with them. Or at least I'm hoping that happens when I meet them Friday.
Ugh, now you reminded me. I've been so focused on finishing up our semester, I haven't made a resume yet. I need to start looking for a job too. You'll do great, Mark. I hope you get it.
So do I. He wasn't going to let her go with only a light peck. Today, Mark wanted the works. Hand relief, mouth relief, all the relief. Mark deep kisses her. Sticks his tongue in her throat so far she begins to choke. And suddenly Judy choked to death and died on the floor of this diner. The end. Oh my. Oh, they forgot to animate the waitress. The waitress is just a shadow. It's a shadow of a waitress. The most terrifying kind.
I'm going home to Utah.
I'm not going home.
Right, we already saw the kiss, so... bored now. Next.
I really enjoyed today. What do you think? Would you like to go on another date?
Of course you would. Look at us. We're very attractive. Oh my! Mark has plans to be unfaithful. Now where are we? Looks like an alleyway. Why is Mark taking Judy down an alley? Oh, I see, Mark. I know your game. I know what you're up to. I played this game myself. I took my fourth wife down a dark alleyway. Can't believe the bitch mugged me. Oh God. An elderly homeless man. The most terrifying kind. What's his noise? Is he turning into a bee? Oh, buzzing flies floated nearby. I thought he was making the sound. I thought he was turning into a bee. Give him money. Maybe then he'll shut up and go away. Now he's unstable. At least he stopped making that sound. Yes, we're just going to leave now, dude. You just, Oh, he's turning into a bee. It's happening. We're going to see a cutscene now where this man transforms into a giant bee that still has long hair. Wait a minute, he's wearing brown as well. Could he be related to that professor we saw earlier? The plot thickens.
Let's get out of here.
Do they not cover this theatre up at night? What if it rains? What if someone steals these speakers I can see here? Doesn't look very secure. Look, speakers are just sitting on the grass. That can't be safe. This is a health and safety hazard. 2 minutes. I must call health and safety and report this. Hello? Health and safety? Yes, I'm playing the game here, and I can see a set of audio speakers sitting on a blade of grass.
Catch the rest of the show.
Now, that's just someone talking in the background. Yes. I don't know the name of this university, sadly, but I do know they're probably breaking several rules of yours, health and safety. So I'd get over there as quick as. Get this taken care of. I'm concerned for these speakers. Right, you do that. You call me back. Right, job done. I have contacted health and safety. Why is he backing away as though some hideous thing's coming towards him? I just missed something when I was on the phone to health and safety. Who the hell's Kyle? Who the hell's Nate? Who are these people?
Look, they're about to start again.
Oh, these two.
Good.
They're not twins.
See something interesting. I'm getting tired of watching all these couples making out. It's so annoying.
What? You two went out just to watch couples kissing? Is that what people do? Should just stay home, play a video game. Oh, that's what he's backing away from. Public kissing. Wait a minute, he was public kissing his girl earlier on. What's his problem? This is double standards. Can't be kissing your girlfriend in public and then get offended when you see other people kissing their girlfriends and boyfriends and animal friends in public. Just not the right thing. Oh, there's a performance in progress. I couldn't tell because the game developers were too bloody lazy to animate anything here.
Thank you all for coming and welcome to our annual Classics Under the Stars. Let's introduce our actors. Our second performance tonight will be The Picture of Dorian Gray.
Oh, splendid. I love Dorian Gray. No, he doesn't seek immortal beauty and youth by cursing himself. He sells his soul to the devil. Get your facts right, game. Oh, this is it. He's imagining what it'd be like if he could live forever. Is he going to try and become a vampire? I wonder. This game is about vampires after all. I wonder. Ah, look! It's the people from the beginning. Finally, we get some background music as well. Right, so let's catch everyone up. These three degenerates here are vampires. Alright, come on, can we get to some action, please? I've had enough of these descriptions. Next.
All professors are eccentric bookworms.
You're telling me? My professor at university was literally a bookworm. He was a worm who lived in a book. Didn't last very long, actually, that professor. One day someone came in and accidentally, on purpose, slammed his book shut. And that was the end of Professor Bookworm. He won't be missed. Foul-mouthed little fucker. Ah, hello, Professor Brown. How the hell have we been since last I saw you? Bought any more brown things? Right, come on, let's get to the vampire action. Now be careful, Professor.
I'll be careful, Professor.
That's what I just said.
Very well. Did you see the performance?
Dorian Gray? Yes.
Yes. This semester's theme is immortality. That's why the acting troupe chose Dorian Gray. They'll perform Frankenstein next month.
Oh, very nice. I wish to go to this university to attend these performances.
Immortality. That's an interesting choice. Do you think immortal characters are portrayed mostly as good or as evil in literary sources? Just curious.
Most stories always have them as the bad guys.
Ah, I agree. What's your opinion? If immortal beings such as vampires existed, do you think they would be evil?
If they're real, I think it'd be wrong to judge them. But what if they kill those they bite?
Very few vampires are murderers. At least in today's fiction.
I like the way they've been able to somehow go from him talking about performances of Dorian Gray and Frankenstein, and now they're talking about bloody vampires. But again, the game's about vampires, so it's to be expected. I am more than convinced that Professor Brown here is a vampire. Though he might be a vampire hunter. I guess time will tell. Next.
If If I found a girl I loved to share my life, then maybe.
That's what I just said.
What about drinking blood? Abandoning humanity and not being able to stand sunlight? Who'd want to live as a monster?
People are too fragile. Just look at what happened to my mom.
It was cancer, wasn't it?
No, someone dropped the grand piano on her.
I'd want to have all the time in the world to explore, to actually experience the ages. The side effects would be a small price for studying centuries. Don't you also think so, Professor?
That's that, I guess. Ah, someone's watching Titanic for the first time, I hear. Control that blink rate, Mark. It's quite disturbing. No one needs to blink that amount of times in a minute. Blah. 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 Why are you fighting? Blah. 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 Blah.
It's a shame for such a young woman to die. There's no respect.
Yes?
What's going on with Brother Luke?
We are all concerned with what's going on around campus. just a little weak. I think I did too much today and yesterday. Class has been cancelled, so you need not come.
Why were you on your knees there, Professor? I'm most disturbed by the fact that you were on your knees in front of me. I was kind of worried it was going to turn into that kind of game.
I'll be okay. Will I see you at the Society of Arts tomorrow?
If I can be bothered to change the shirt that I've been wearing for the last 4 days, then, yes.
Yeah, I'll be there.
And they lived happily ever after. Oh, nope, the game's still going.
Oh, Mark! It's been a long time. How's school?
Fine.
Who the hell is this?
Your
Why are you
father
calling
told me
so
you were
late?
coming home. I don't see why you don't. It's not like I'm going to bite.
Oh, get it? It's not like I'm going to bite. Because it's a vampire game.
Interrupting your honeymoon period.
It's a game about vampires. Yes.
I don't understand what's wrong with you two. Always so serious. If only you smiled some more. You're too handsome to be frowning all of the time.
This dialogue is offending me. No thanks. I think I'll go for a walk on my own.
No thanks. I think I'd like to go for a walk on my own.
That's what I just said.
Found you.
Oh God. Oh no! It's Bill Paxton from the Terminator again! Didn't he kill me at the start of the game? Come on, Mark, get up and kick his ass! I say, this music's quite dramatic, isn't it? Oh shit, we're dead again. Oh no, the game's going to end again, isn't it? Then I'm going to have to sit through all that garbage again.
That will keep you quiet.
Put your bloody hand down.
Drop that student.
Oh, Professor Brown's here. Come on, Professor Brown, stake this bastard.
What are you going to do? You're not the boss of me.
This dialogue is terrible. Oh, that's why he had a stake on the title screen. I thought he was a vampire. But of course not. A man that beige could only be a vampire hunter.
Don't break the code. Use only willing donors. Keep the secret safe.
What? Willing donors? You mean like blood banks? I don't willingly want to be bit by a vampire. No, thank you.
I haven't done anything wrong, Enforcer. I was thirsty.
You're killing him.
Then get a bloody carton of Capri Sun, you bastard.
That kind of attitude is what gets you killed!
Actually, I thought the whole premise of him being a vampire is what gets him killed, but what do I know? Finally, one of the vampire dicks is dead.
I enforce the code! That's why I care. That son of a bitch.
So wait, is this dead vampire just lying there on the grass? I hope you're going to try and get rid of the body, Professor.
Oh God, I'm gonna die.
Well, maybe try and sound a bit more urgent. Oh God, I'm going to die. Oh God, this is inconvenient. Oh God, I'm going to die.
You lost all of your blood. You're not going to die today.
Oh God, the professor's taken us back to his boudoir to do nefarious things to us. Oh my god, if I have to read any more descriptions of the bloody furniture, I'm going to kill myself. Move on. I believe you.
I believe you.
That's what I just said. Yes, game, we remember what he looked like. With his stupid hand in the air.
And you killed this guy. Staked him.
Yes. And I'd do so again.
So, that's why I'm here, and not at the hospital.
You see, Mark is an intelligent young man. This was the safest place I could think of to bring you.
May I have some water?
Sounds like he's taking a bloody piss.
Professor, who are these people? How are they okay about this?
This is the Society of the Arts. Unfortunately, you were put in a situation where you had to meet them earlier than we expected. Everyone, this is Mark Delaware, my apprentice and protege.
And part-time lover.
I'm the Society's president, Don Belmonte. Please, relax. You are safe here. Now would be a good time to meet everyone, I think, since we're all here. Unless you'd prefer to rest?
I'm fine. Just shook up, that's all.
Very understandable with what you experienced.
We've heard a lot about you. I'm Charlie Versier. I hear you practice judo, speak Francais and several other languages.
I understand that this is a society for the arts, that you support them and that you also trade art. From what Professor Mickelson told me, you're looking for a linguist. I practiced judo for 6 years. I also went abroad for a few semesters to focus on studying languages. I've also been learning Greek and Russian. Professor Mickelson was my classical history teacher.
Oh my god, if I have to keep reading like this? This game couldn't be duller if it bloody tried. Next! Vampires should never live near humans.
We're not the first vampires you've met.
He told you he was a vampire.
This can't be real.
I'm sorry, you got attacked by a vampire the night before, you met other vampires, and now you're saying this cannot be real?
Is it as a bad dream?
Very boring dream. Not a bad dream, a boring dream.
You've seen the undead and are targeted by a very nasty vampire group called the House of Skulls. You must make a choice. Live as a donor, become one of us, or die. It is our code. I'm hoping you'll choose to be one of us.
Perhaps we'd better explain what is legend and what is truth to your student. It might make the adjustment easier.
What's there to say? He sees me daily. He knows that sunlight bothers me, but doesn't make me burst into flames. I don't walk beneath crucifixes, holy water takes away my strength, and he's never seen me eat.
But he has seen you shower, and that was enough to put him off for life.
Think about eating human food just makes me sick. It's awful.
We don't drink blood daily, and we can live well by only taking what we need without killing someone.
Mr. Holmes, you have no taste in games. Kind of like this game.
Both the mind and the flesh. Not every vampire is the same. Some force their donors to become victims. Like humans,
just go to a bloody blood bank.
Not so good ones.
Steal bags of blood, then you don't have to touch anyone.
That doesn't have to come from a person, but they taste better. Some humans volunteer to be our donors. They keep our secret for a price.
Okay.
I'll drink from a donor volunteer every week. Absolutely no longer than 1 month between bites. Otherwise, it's dangerous to be thirsty. Not biting makes you a little crazy.
Go to a blood bank, you stupid vampire in a stupid brown hat. Why is everyone in this game wear bloody brown? I never want to see the color brown in my life again. So the next time I go to the toilet, I'm going to make sure I don't look down in the water when I'm finished. Otherwise, I'm going to fuck the place up.
You've always had keen insight. Yes, and you've met the master of her murderer before today.
That goth guy?
Actually, I wouldn't say he was a goth. I would say he was a punk.
My friends, Kyle and Nate are in trouble.
They're talking about the other guy, the guy from the beginning. I see. At least he grabbed his arm and not his ass.
What you're doing. Do you think they'll believe you if you start ranting about monsters? They'll think you're drunk. I only told you this to protect you. You're not supposed to be going around telling everyone. I thought you were ready for this. Was I wrong?
You just told me the impossible exists. What should I be feeling?
Sometimes danger is closer than we expect. If they're hanging around the skulls, then they might already be in over their heads. We don't know. I want to give you the opportunity to live like us. I'd become a permanent mentor to you. you'll have the chance to study centuries. That's all I'll share. If you decide to join us, then I'll explain the rest as you adjust to your new life. I want you to think about this.
And if I say no, that I don't want to become a vampire?
And that will be the right decision.
Professor Mickelson, I knew it was dangerous to bring this boy here.
Who asked you, you grey-haired bitch?
Child, you have no choice. If you reject us, you'll be killed by the House of Skulls.
Skulls. Not schools. Skulls.
What? I'm not going to coddle the boy. He could also become a blood donor.
Unacceptable. No one is going to feed from Mark. I forbid it.
He's my boyfriend.
Careful, Steve. You may be the enforcer, but this is my society that you are speaking to.
Ma'am, I've been thinking, why was Professor Mickelson weak to holy water?
Because he's a vampire?
It drains us. Unless we have faith, we cannot get near religious objects. It is not painful, just uncomfortable.
Wait a minute, I'm noticing a lot of pink crockery in the background.
To live a mortal life.
This place is very effeminate for a man's house, I must say.
Right?
But live and let
As long as
live.
we're not murdered or there's no major accident, we live for a very long time.
No murder, no major accident, you live... That just sounds like a normal person. Normal people die if there's a major accident, you buffoon. Who turned the lights out? Why did the lights suddenly turn out when I started to be deep in thought? Does that happen in real life? I'm sitting in here with the light on, and I suddenly start to think of something. Does the lights dim? Is this something I've missed for the last 30 plus years of my life? I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to try it right now. I have the light on in here. You can't see that, but I do. Right, I'm going to think about something. Ava Green with no clothes on. Oh dear God, the lights did dim! This is marvellous. I never noticed this was a thing. This game has taught me something. Well done, game. No, vampirism isn't worth it. I'm leaving.
No, vampirism isn't worth it. I'm leaving.
That's what I just said. Oh, they're going to be pissed.
You must think I was born yesterday. That was a dangerous place. I'm through.
Oh, so he phoned him when he left. I see. We didn't get to hear the start of that conversation.
You doing okay?
I just learned that vampires are real. that the lights dim if you're deep in thoughts. But apart from that, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Wait, how did you know? Never mind. The professor told you, didn't he?
You knew he was one of them?
Well, I mean, most of our teachers are pasty. But it was kinda obvious with his basement office and how he teaches all-night classes. He killed one of Damien's friends.
Yeah, I know. That goth vampire friend of yours. A friend of his bit me.
And not in a good way. Not in the we took our lovemaking a little bit too far kind of bite. He actually bit me and drew blood. Tried to turn me into some undead monster.
Slow to pick up on them. So much for the honor roll. Hey, how about I meet Damien? Maybe it was all a mistake. I'd like to hear his side of the story.
Are you an idiot, Mark?
Are you sure? I mean, yeah, we can go. Damien was saying he wanted to meet you, but I'm not sure if it's the best thing right now.
Mark, you're a complete idiot. We've already established he's a vampire.
It'll be fine. I'll be in and out. I'll learn the truth, even if it sucks.
Sucks. Get it? Because it's a vampire game about vampires who suck blood. And he said it sucks. Ha 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 ha. So witty. So witty.
Welcome. How may I help you?
I, wanted to get some holy water.
I hear it goes quite well with whiskey.
Holy water only works with faith. Otherwise, it won't work against those that live in darkness.
Do you want to say that again, but a little bit louder, Father? Why would we refuse the... We came here to ask for holy water. Why would we refuse it?
How do I have faith?
You gotta have faith.
Open yourself.
You gotta have faith for faith for faith. You gotta have faith for faith for faith. Baby.
By following his precepts for a good and just life.
That's all I know of that song.
He is greater than any wealth or man's desire. He is a loving God, surrounding us in every circumstance and place.
Do you want to say that again, but a little louder, brother?
While there is darkness in the world, our God sees even those acts. And if we suffer, he knows and does not wish for it.
Oh my god, he's got the most boring voice I've ever heard. That's what he sounds like.
And if we fail to live with justice, then we ask for forgiveness. Remember to
Enunciate! Enunciate, God's sake!
We believe that we have one life on this earth, and that we have an eternal soul. Human life is sacred, always. We are made of body and spirit, because he is our creator. He has the knowledge of what we best need.
Oh my god, I can't listen to you anymore. You're done, Brother Luke. Right. Finally, we're into something a bit more exciting. Yeah, tell her about vampires.
What are you doing here?
I brought this friend of mine and I thought we could have a three-way.
Amazing how some of them dress up as vampires.
They're actual vampires. They're not pretending.
Sure they are. What, do you think that monster at the bar is really Frankenstein?
It is Frankenstein, and he's not called Frankenstein. The monster's not called Frankenstein. There you go, see? Nate's news. Finally, someone who's on the same page as me.
Come on, Rachel. Let's go.
Frankenstein is the scientist.
The House of Skulls is this way. We're lucky. Damien doesn't mind when guests drop in.
It's the worst vampire lair I've ever seen. There isn't any blood, or dead bodies, or scattered gothic garments.
What do we have here? Nay, did you bring me a snack?
Damien, I know what you are. Let's not play games.
So the enforcer told you about us, but your heartbeat says you're human. How did that happen?
Because I was born this... What? I was born... What?
I don't want to be part of this world.
How did it happen that I've got a heartbeat? What?
So you want to be part of ours? I can't wait to see that arrogant bastard's face when his pick for an apprentice chose our side.
No. No, no. That's not why I'm here.
Are you saying you want him as a donor? Or are you saying that you want him as a vampire?
Or are you saying you want him as a lover?
A vampire.
But my brother and I...
Oh my. You never animate these games enough. Look at this, we've seen this screen about 37 times. Die, you undead spawn of Satan.
What have you done? You ruined my life!
Excuse me, bucko.
I saved you.
I was just about to say that.
I wanted to be like them. They'll never turn me now. Everyone will blame me for this. I brought you to him.
Be grateful I did. You're confused, Nate. They're living an unnatural life. I wouldn't want to wish that on anyone.
Yes, just like those people who dress up like animals and have sex with each other. An unnatural life.
Revolting.
Though, if any furries are watching this stream, don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'm leaving town.
Ha ha. Oh. Thank you for reading our story. Well, we're supposed to be playing it, not reading it. But okay. Please rate the game. You didn't even give me time to read it, you bastards. Right. There we go. Full game. Ending. Now, of course, I could go back through the game and make different decisions, but why bother? We know how the game is. There's vampires in it, and you make choices, and things happen. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a full playthrough for Twice Reborn, a vampire visual novel. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to follow the channel, check out our YouTube channel, subscribe over there, send me lots of compliments, send me lots of money, tell me that you love me, whatever your heart desires. And until we meet again, remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Chitty bye now.